here's the latest trend, and it has to do with the treadmill, and it has to do with your dog to keep them in shape. You have no excuses with the weather. And that's because our guest is Nicole Brown Packin. She invented the Packin method. It is a mobile canine gym, and exercise when you are physically exercising, and you've got some schooling in all these areas, but the brain and the body go into harmony. And tell us how this is a good, not only a physical benefit, but also enriching that brain for the dog.
Brain. So, they always say a happy dog is an exercise dog. However,
that's too long to tattoo on my forearm.
It is definitely too long. But, even an exercise dog can be a bored dog mentally. And, if you live like where I do in Dallas, Texas, and it's 108 degrees out, your dogs aren't getting the exercise they need.
Yes.
And so providing them an opportunity and an alternative to dog walks is what I wanted to do. And the way that I describe it is a dog walk. A dog walk is a sensory experience. They go out, they sniff, they mark, they pee, they see squirrels, they see airplanes.
Squirrel.
But it's more of a sensory experience. And how many of us have taken out our dogs, whether small or large, and after a half an hour, 45 minutes, their dogs cool off and they're right back to that ball of energy within an hour.
Yeah.
Then you have the dog park. And to me, a dog park is a social experiment. They go, they play. Some of them sniff the border. Some of them like the people. Some of them like the pets. And even those guys, they're not getting the mental. They're getting more of the physical. So if you take both the mental and the physical and you place it in the van, you're getting an experience that is non-impactful, non-interruptive, and they're getting a full body workout on the treadmill. But at the same time, they have to use their brain because you're asking them to create a motion and a flow on a device that's not natural for them. So this is
your background. Can you explain, give people a little shout out, because you just didn't say, I'm going to do this. You've been very schooled in all things dogs and all things physical exercise and rehabilitation. I mean, you really do have a lot of schooling behind you.
Thank you. I started off where I became certified in massage therapy with Northwest School of Animal Massage and did some other credentials with different types of massage therapy for rehabilitation, sport, and just regular maintenance massage.
Good.
I have a master's certification in animal behavior from the University of Washington. And currently I'm in school at the University of Tennessee through their Canine Physical Fitness program. And I also have a certification through the Fenzi Dog School in Physical Fitness. The important thing for me is I intern for a veterinarian in town. Her name is Dr. Michelle Braunhurst, and her company is called Rehab for Pets. Okay. And I started interning with her because of being able to continually get hands-on experience with dogs with different ailments. Because you go to school and they'll talk about a dog with a shattered pelvis, but if you don't have the hands-on experience with the shattered pelvis, you don't know. So education is incredibly important to me, and continuing education is very important to me. So that's
who would be a good canine candidate? Obviously, we talked about the lazy dog or the dog absorbing and sniffing females, but there are some dogs, maybe age or injury or other things. What are good candidates for this Packin method?
Any dog is a great candidate. However, I screen the owner first because I want to know certain things about them. I base what we're going to do together on their age, their breed, their current level of activity, their health, and their personality.
Okay, so good.
You could work with an overweight 3-year-old Chihuahua that it needs to be on a weight loss plan versus a 8-year-old retired working Malinois that just needs his mental capacity worked out and his heart, or the general, family dog that the owners work 9 to 5, they have kids in school, the housekeeper doesn't walk the dog, and being in the backyard doesn't do anything for them. So any dog can benefit. It just depends on the animal itself. And then I
Yeah.
determine what machine and what process I'll work with them and provide the service.
So we haven't said how to find you. Can you do that? Because we're going to shout it now and then later at the end of the show. Go
Sure.
for it.
So my website is thepackinmethod.com, and Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok is the Packin Method, and it's Packin, Packin.
And you get referrals. I'm taking it from like veterinarians, maybe other pet sitting companies, or who do you get referrals from?
When I first started here, I made the rounds to veterinarians and specialists and pet sitters. So I do receive referrals from them. And I also, it's word of mouth. You know, a client likes what you're doing and they were seeing results for their dogs and they tell their friends and so on and so forth. And then obviously things like this. I mean, I am so grateful for you to interview me and talk about my passion, because a lot of people think it's crazy, but there's an educational piece. And once people learn about it, they really applaud it and think it's great.
Well, I think it's a good time to be a dog in the 21st century now, thanks to people like you that are catering to their complete dog. I think you said mind, body, and emotional state, because this is all really, really important. But you still have ties to Miami. Tell us about that, and tell us about what you still operate, although you're in Dallas.
So I opened a company in Miami called Miami Pet Concierge in May of 2007. And we are a full soup to nuts concierge company. We do dog walking and pet sitting and overnight care and puppy training and all that good stuff. And about 2 years ago, my husband and I moved to the Dallas area to be closer to family.
You want to give a shout out to your husband? Because he has I'm sorry.
His name is Julian. And we moved here to be closer to family. And I continued to run Miami from afar. I have an incredible managers on the ground there. And it's been 2 years and we're doing really well. So Miami still runs and I'm here building this business.
You are an entrepreneur in every sense of the word and in capital letters. So what is this neighborhood favorite award? Because your company nailed it again for the 4th year.
Yeah. So have you heard of the website nextdoor.com?
Yes. Yes.
So Nextdoor is a wonderful community website where you can learn about different businesses in your community or post things about your community. And the community itself every year votes for their best of. And we were voted best of pet sitters and dog walkers in the community where our business is based. Nice. And why it's so special is that it comes from pet parents and our local community and our friends and our family and our clients. And it's not a paid for award. It's a general, it's a general award. It is earned. And so to me, out of all the different types of best of, this always makes us and resonates with us because it's from our community.
Well, our show goes all over the country and beyond. So how do people find out about your Miami concierge?
Sure. It's miamipetconcierge.com. And on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, it's Miami Pet Concierge.
Parting message from you to us who are blessed to have a dog or two in our life. What is something a dog has done to you, for you, to make you a better human?
I will tell you, her name was Dorothy. She was a 5-year-old Yorkie. She had been abused by her previous owners and her back was broken. And the rescue was going to euthanize her, but they gave me the opportunity to foster her for a month and rehab her. And I had just graduated from massage school. And she was my introduction into wanting to be involved in physical fitness and rehabilitation with dogs. And she changed my life. And those are her wheels. And that's her.
Awesome.
So she is the reason why I do what I do.